Are you looking for a fish that will stand out in your community aquarium? Well, you've come to the right place. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the top 8 centerpiece fish for community aquariums. So make sure you stick around to the end for the whole list and consider subscribing, as I do aquarium related content just like this every week. But without any further ado, let's get started. So first on the list are the betta fish. Originating from Thailand, they do come from long waterways, but they can survive in low oxygenated waters. They're a great centerpiece fish because you can get so many varieties out there. They're really easy to find, you can find them anywhere, and they bring a lot of activity into the tank. You can have females in community tanks, but I wouldn't recommend any males depending on the fish you have, or else the males might attack your other fish. So bear that in mind, but definitely consider the betta fish as a reasonably priced, and they're just a super fun fish overall. Great personality, so give the betta fish a go. Now next up are the APPISTOGRAMMAS. There are different varieties out there, and here we're looking at the Agassiziis. They are super colorful and very presentable. They do a great job at bringing lots of action and coloration in the tank. They got great personalities and are so entertaining to watch. They shouldn't bother your other fish as long as you got lots of hiding places along the bottom, but they do require a pH of 7 to 8, along with a nice tropical temperature from 22 to 26 degrees Celsius. And if you're going to breed them, then have some terracotta pots or little caves in the tank. Otherwise, give the APPISTOGRAMMAS a go. They're reasonably priced, but there's some pricier ones out there, so start with the cheaper ones and then move on to the more expensive ones. A great centerpiece fish, give them a go, the APPISTOGRAMMAS. Second on the list are the German blue rams. They are a fish that love the higher temperatures but the lower pHs. They're a fairly small fish. They're awesome for community aquariums. They're also known as earth dwellers, so they do tend to have a nibble at the gravel. So make sure that your substrate is fine. Have sand or something smooth, really fun to keep. They're not too finicky. As long as you have the high temperature from 28 to 29 degrees Celsius, you'll be just fine with these fish. So make sure all the other fish you're keeping with the German blue rams do have the same requirements, but they're really peaceful and they don't bother a single fish. They mind their own business, so give the German blue rams a go. So the electric blue ACARA are another nice bulky American cichlid. They do originate from the areas of South America, and they're really vibrant colored fish. You can see that they have that electric blue coloration to them. There's also the standard blue ACARA, but they're a great centerpiece fish because they're not too aggressive. The males do tend to get aggressive during mating. They stand out so much in aquariums. Whenever someone looks at your tank, they're going to see the electric blue ACARAs straight away. So consider the electric blue ACARAs as a pretty easy to find, well priced, and stand out so much in community aquariums. Now number 5 are angelfish. Angelfish are popular. They are so attractive to the aquarist's eye. They do require a pH of 7 to 8, and they love the higher temperatures from 24 to 26 degrees Celsius. If you're going to keep them, then make sure your tank is no smaller than 40 gallons, as in my experience, I had a 20 gallon and it outgrew that tank so easily and I had to give it away. So just a disclaimer with angelfish, make sure you have the room for them. They are very fun to keep. They do tend to get a bit aggressive sometimes. You'll have those bullies occasionally, but then you'll have the really nice ones. So it's all a matter of how they turn out. They do get a bit too aggressive and they're not suitable in your community tank, then always just give them away or find another tank for them. Now have a nice group, especially if you're going to breed them, so they'll pair off. Now they do like to be in groups of 6 or more, just to let you know when you have a nice big tank. They'll bring out lots of displayable colors, and there are different varieties out there as well. Definitely give the angelfish a go. Next up is a wonderful displayable fish. They're called the golden wonder panchaks. They're also known as the golden wonder killifish and the striped panchaks. They are so cool looking and they're very unique. They have a really big mouth going from eye to eye, so make sure you're not keeping them with any small tetras or rasboras or those sort of fish. Make sure you have like some of the bigger ones like angelfish, discus, the APPISTOGRAMMAS, and those sort of fish. So the golden wonder killifish are really easy to keep. They can survive a wide range of parameters and they're really hardy. So make sure when you're keeping golden wonder panchaks that you have a nice densely planted aquarium And if you are going to breed them, all you got to do is pop in a spawning mop and they'll breed. When you add them to the tank, they'll bring a lot of room as they do get to about 10 centimeters, so they're easy to spot. So definitely consider the Golden Wonder Killifish. They're a great centerpiece fish, a really unique one too, so you're going to have lots of fun keeping them. So the discus are one of the most well-known popular aquarium fish. They are so awesome looking. You can see they have so many different traits and personalities through the fish. They also have really cool displayable fins and body structures. You can see their body structure is really unique and they stand out so well in aquariums. There are all sorts of different colorations, as I said, out there. They are pretty hard to care for though, so keep that in mind. But they're great for your heavily planted community aquariums. They're one of those most suitable fish for it, and they're so fun to keep. They are a bit pricey though, so if you are a beginner, I don't really recommend the discus, as if you do get fish losses, it could be a big waste of money. But if you are experienced, then try out the discus. Super fun to keep and so awesome. Now last on the list are the rainbow fish. There are all sorts of rainbow fish you can get out there. Here you're looking at the Bozeman's rainbow fish. They are so displayable and they are super fun to keep. They are very active and great for your heavily planted community aquariums. Make sure with these fish though you have long aquariums, not tall aquariums, when keeping rainbow fish. There are all sorts of rainbow fish out there. There's a McGills and then there's these sorts of ones too. So consider the rainbow fish. That you can get them for any price really, but they're just so fun to keep. They're just so fun anything you feed them, and they prefer a pH of 7 to 8, along with a nice warm temperature from 24 to 26 degrees Celsius. Otherwise, give the rainbow fish a go because they are such a fun centerpiece fish, especially for the heavily planted community aquariums. Well, there you have the top 8 centerpiece fish for community aquariums. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It really means a lot. And if you did enjoy the video, then always give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Have an awesome day, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.